Hello and welcome to another episode of Reading Muggles. My name is Keisha. Before we get started, just one announcement that we wanted to make is based on the feedback that we have received on our previous episode, we have decided to split the videos between kids books and adult books. The reason being, we feel like instead of families with kids who want to focus on reviews around kids, preteen books, or young adult, they don't have to necessarily sit through the whole video and listen to adult book reviews if they don't want to. So we decided to split them up, and we are going to now alternate between adult books and kids books. So this week, today's episode focuses on adult book. So hopefully next week we'll be presenting one of the kids books in our next video. Also, I wanted to say a disclaimer that any opinions expressed in this channel is our own. You are free to disagree about our book reviews and what we feel about them. As we all know, reading opens minds to all possibilities. So please, we are here to have a discussion on books. You may not like my opinion on it. You're free to not like it. Like I said, it's an open discussion. Please leave your comments if you disagree, and do give me your point of view as to why you might disagree with my opinion on the book. I welcome to hear your point of view. I mean, it's an open discussion, like I said. So without further ado, let's dive in. Like I mentioned in a previous episode, we are going to be talking about the Homecoming series by Orson Scott Card. He's very famously known for his Ender's Game book, which is, in my opinion, one of the best fantasy sci-fi books I've ever read. It's brilliant. Homecoming series to me is one of my first foray. I actually read Homecoming series before I read Ender's Game, so it kind of holds a special spot. Now, having said that, when I was moving, I was purging my books, and it seems like I was a little bit overzealous, and I seem to have gotten rid of my copies of the Homecoming series. I know it doesn't seem like I'm a huge fan, but I am. I really had to purge when I was moving cities, so it seems like I got rid of this series. However, I'm on a hunt for another copy. I did find some very nice used copies on Amazon, which is in my shopping cart, and we'll be checking them out soon. So the Homecoming series is a series of 5 books. The first book is The Memory of Earth, second Call of Earth, third Ships of Earth, Earthfall, and Earthborn. The first 2 books were released in 1992, the third in 1993, and the last 2, Earthfall and Earthborn, in 1995. So, high-level synopsis. The book is based on 40 million years in the future, where humankind on Earth has made our planet uninhabitable, and they have traveled to this another planet called Harmony, where they have been settled for 40 million years. They have also, as a part of the storyline, they have also been praying to this god that's called Oversoul, who is referred to by the women as a she and by the men as a he. The Oversoul in itself, as the story unfolds, has a very special part to play. It is a slight twist as to what the character of Oversoul is. And basically, what the story entails is about this young protagonist called Nephi, who is selected to lead his family to travel back to Earth in order to figure out how they can provide the help the Oversoul needs. So basically, Oversoul is failing, it feels like it's breaking down, and it chooses this protagonist Nephi and his family to help travel back to Earth, go and find what is the keeper of the Earth, who is supposed to be the mother or the caretaker for the Oversoul, and Oversoul believes that the keeper of the Earth is the one who will have the answer on how Oversoul can be fixed. That's what the story is. The 5 books actually start from the memory of the Earth, when people start remembering what Earth was about. Call of the Earth is when the expedition actually starts off through the deserts of Harmony. And Ships is when they find the ships in order to travel back to Earth. And Earthfall focuses on what happens when Nephi, after 40 million years, and his family lands on Earth. And Earth in this meantime has regrown into this wild environment, and how humans after 40 million years interact with the creatures that are on the planet. So me personally, this whole journey, I just love it. It's just humankind with all its flaws and all its beauty, with a lot of hope and disappointment and everything, and how we, even after 40 million years, seem to have learned some lessons, but seem to ignore some lessons we should have learned. So I personally love the book. It's I was very engrossed in it when I was reading it. And based on my research, what I found out was that this book is based on the Book of Mormon, which I was not aware of. It was only when I was researching the book that I found out that it is based on the Book of Mormon. However, that's the synopsis of the story in the 5 books. But the reason why I really, really like it is because the characters are so well developed. The depth, the feeling, and the protagonist, Nephi, how he, from a fumbling 14, 15-year-old boy, and how they react to the environment around them, their feelings, the puberty and emotions all over the place, and how he grows into the quote-unquote prophethood that he's been selected for by the Oversoul. And as we know, based on all religions and stories in the religions that we have heard, anytime there is a prophet, there are going to be people who are against it. And sometimes those people who are against them are the ones closest to them. So it's very brilliantly written. I really like it. I highly recommend it. All the 5 books, the pace, the writing, everything was maintained through all 5 of them. I did not feel like the first 2 were really good and the writing and the quality tapered off in the later books. I did not feel that at all. It was the style of writing of Orson Scott Card maintained throughout the series. I love it. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, like I said, I gave it away, but hopefully I can get that book back. I can buy them. I don't care if they're used. It's just a book that I should not have given away, and I want to add it back to my collection. One point I do want to say, when I first got the book, and it's an interesting story, I was going to work or coming back from work, I don't remember. I was going to work or coming back from work, and I stopped in this bookstore. They had this bin out for 99 cents. They were clearing out old books, unsold copies. That's where I picked up the first book, Memory of Earth, and I got so hooked I went and bought the rest of the books. The one thing that I did, and I think I did it as a mistake, but now if I had to go back and reread the books, I would do the same mistake again, was I skipped the prologue of the book when I started reading it. And I think it was a good mistake for me to make, because the twist that I mentioned, the prologue kind of gives it away, in my opinion. So for me, having skipped it, when that twist came into play, it was like, whew, like mind-blowing. I really liked it, and I realized it was because I didn't read the prologue. If I had read the prologue, it wouldn't have been such a surprise for me. So take it or leave it. My opinion, this would be one book in which I recommend you skip the prologue if you like the surprise of that twist coming your way. So that's my take on the Homecoming series. I hope you give this book a try. And if you really like Ender's Game, I think you will like this. The style of writing is slightly different. It's not as tense as Ender's Game was. This is a little bit more laid back. But I do highly recommend this series of books. In our next episode, we will most probably cover a kid's book. I haven't decided which one yet. My kids are both of my kids are still reading books. My daughter has 3 or 4 books on the go. None of them are finished. Hopefully by next weekend she will have one book that she can review. So please look forward to that. In the meantime, thank you for listening to us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and wear a mask.